Hello guys, this is Sonia back with you this week to share more truths in God's Word. And today what I have for you is Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23. And it reads, keep thy heart with all diligence. Well, another version says vigilance. And vigilance, I looked that up and it says the action or state of keeping careful watch or for possible dangers and difficulties. Because the enemy here is always watching and waiting for us to open a door with our mouth or with something, that he thinks he can use. Because like in the garden, God told Adam to keep the garden and to guard it. And here, God is telling us, just like he told Adam, he's telling us to keep our heart. Keep thy heart with all diligence and vigilance, for out of it are the issues of life. Out of it flow the issue of life. Everything in your spirit, man, affects your life, your prosperity, your health, your everything. And Adam failed by not guarding it. And we have the same charge for us to guard our hearts so that we do not let the enemy in. Because, it's a doorway. Our heart, our spirit man is the doorway. And we feed it with seeds. We feed it with the word. We feed it with our words. Remember I told you about the eye gates, the ear gates, and the mouth gates, and whatever we sow down into us, will come back up. It's a seed. And here we have to guard and keep the garden of our hearts. We have to make sure that we don't let things in. And if they get in, we need to root them up and get them out with the word. Because we need to make sure that nothing is sowed down into us that is contrary to his word. Because that's like in our lives, there's seasons where we may have messed up and failed. And we have to make sure that our past, that those seeds have been uprooted. Because we don't want things from the past to spring up in us and affect us in a negative way. Sometimes we respond to people in negative ways because of our past. And we, some people have a short fuse. Sometimes I know in my life I've had short fuses. And I would tend to be snappy and judgy because of things that had happened in the past. And then God would be like, no, they're not them. You are not who you was. So don't respond that way. You have to respond to who you are now and that their past is gone and dead. And you have to sometimes remind yourself that past is dead, that past is gone, and you mind the devil. Your past is dead. And here he's telling us to keep our hearts with all diligence, like he told Adam and Eve to keep. He told Adam, he said, Adam, keep the garden and take care of it. He meant to keep the serpent out because he knew that the devil was going to come. And he knew what he was going to bring. But Adam failed to keep the garden. Here, it's our job to keep our garden, to keep our hearts guarded, to guard our hearts at all costs, all diligence, because the enemy will come at you with thoughts. He will come at you with images. He will come at you with things that you hear, other people saying things to you. And what you need to do is say no as soon as that thing comes. Just like somebody comes with a package at the door and that's not your package or you don't want that, then you say, no, I am not receiving that. That is not in my contract. That's not in the word. I won't take that. That's not mine. The word says I am healed. The word says I am prosperous. And I refuse to take anything other than what the word says. If if Eve would have said, no, Satan, God did not say that. You get out of this garden, you're a liar. Then it would have been different. So we also have to make sure that we guard our hearts and only accept what the Word says. Keep our hearts with all diligence. Guard it. For out of it flows every issue of life. It affects every area of your life, guys. So guard your heart today. And I'm all out of time, but you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.